Hello and welcome to this channel. My name is Cindy and today we're going to talk about my skincare routine. So yes, the thumbnail was real. That's what my face looked like just a few short months ago. For years I was focusing more on makeup than skincare because I just thought I was ugly. I didn't think that I could fix my face or fix the issues that I was having. So I thought I could just cover it up and then maybe it would be okay. Makeup didn't really feel like a choice. It felt like a necessity for me to be able to go out into the world. Over the years, my friends did try to help me and they would suggest different items and I would just kind of blindly follow it without doing my own proper research. It really wasn't until last December when I was talking more in depth about it with my friends that I realized that I wanted to try to create the best skincare regimen for myself. I really wanted to learn what would be good for my skin and how to go about treating the issues that I have. Let me once again remind you of that beautiful thumbnail I just posted to talk about my issues. I'll just put the photo over here while I'm talking. So I have combination skin. So for me that means my face is very, very dry with the exception of my nose, which is quite oily. When I say dry, I mean in the winter I am literally flaking off like skin and it's not attractive, surprisingly. I have redness across my nose and my cheeks. I have dark circles and I have a lot of dynamic facial lines that are deepening. So I have the lines here on my forehead, between my eyebrows, under my eyes, and right here, the nasolabial folds. That's the word. I can pronounce things. Without further ado, let's get into the routine. This is specifically my nighttime routine because I'm still working on my daytime one. I will put all the prices, both in dollars and in won, in the description box below. First up, we have cleansing, and I am a big fan of the double cleansing method. So what I start off with is a balm, and this is, once again in close, the Banila Co. Zero in purity form for sensitive skin. Now, Banila Co. has other forms, so they have like an original one, and they have one called Radiance, I want to say, for dry skin. So the first time I purchased this, I went for the dry skin version, and I had a really weird reaction to it. It got on my eyes and my eyes started swelling. I'm like, that's not good, but I bought it. So I started using it just not on my eyes. Everywhere else was okay. So then after that, I started using this version, the purity one, and I've had no issues whatsoever. It is free of coloring, it is free of fragrance, it is free of, I'm gonna look down and read this thing, alcohol, parabens, and mineral oil. So if you are someone with very sensitive skin, go for the purity one. After the balm, I use another cleanser. So this cleanser is called the Rich Moist Foaming Cleanser from Klairs. So this has ceramide, or ceramide NP specifically. Ceramides are a lipid that occur naturally in the outermost layer of your skin. So it helps hold moisture, it helps plump up the skin, and it also protects against bacteria and environmental pollutants. This also helps to balance the pH level of your skin, and it's very moisturizing. It's supposed to be hypoallergenic and meant for dry or sensitive skin. However, I started breaking out when I used it in the beginning. I couldn't really figure out if it was a purge or if it was like an irritating thing that was causing me to break out. And when I was doing research, the only difference I could find between is it purging or is it hurting you is time. So after a while, the problems went away and my skin became clear again. So I figure it was just a purge. So what happens after cleansing? Well, you're gonna need a toner, and there's a very like east versus west thing in terms of toners. They mean different things. So a toner in the west is something more astringent usually, and it's a little bit drying. I don't actually think it's very good for your skin. In the Asian beauty world, a toner means something that will help prep the skin for future steps. It'll help nourish the skin, it'll help balance the pH level. It's a very good product to have, and it's also called skin here in Korea, which confused me for a very long time, so that's a fun fact for you. The one I just finished using and that I quite liked is the Klairs Supple Preparation Facial Toner. And some people have an issue with this because it has essential oils in it, so it's breaking some people out. I didn't have a problem personally. They are coming out with a fragrance-free version, so if you are curious about this product, then maybe you'd want to go for that one if your skin is more sensitive. This one claims to balance the pH level of your skin and offer a lot of hydration. So some people just put it on once, but you can put it on 2 or 3 times, like layering up, in order to increase the hydration and moisture levels. The next few products come from The Ordinary, and The Ordinary is a line that's created by Decium. So this is a very affordable line. Seriously, take a look at the product descriptions and the prices because you're gonna be surprised. The majority of the products are single active ingredients, so that you can pick a couple of them and create a very personalized routine for your skincare, which is amazing. A lot of them have names that I can't exactly pronounce, so you're gonna have to give me like a little bit of leeway here because a lot of them are just like ingredient names and I am not good at pronouncing things. A lot of things I read about and not hear about, so I don't exactly know how to say them. The first product that I use from The Ordinary is, I think it's called Argireline Solution 10%. So this is for dynamic facial lines. So a lot of people, like Wayne Goss, compare it to like Botox. So it's not the same as Botox, literally, because that would be strange and amazing. What it does help do is that it'll help your dynamic facial lines from further increasing and deepening, and it's supposed to help the lines that are already there a little bit as well. So I only put the Argireline solution in areas where I have the facial lines. So again, as I said, under my eyes, forehead, nasolabial folds. I really hope I'm saying that one right. And where else? Oh, between my eyes, because when I look at a phone, I tend to like scrunch it up here, and it's not that pretty. Once the Argireline solution has been absorbed into the skin, then under my eyes I put a caffeine solution. So the solution I think is also 5% plus EGCG, and that is green tea leaves. So what this is supposed to help do, it's supposed to help with the puffiness of your eyes and the dark circles under your eyes. And this little thing is amazing. Like, it has really changed my under eye game forever. Like, please don't ever stop making this. Like, I will cry if they do. My dark circles are much lighter than before. I used to wear correctors a lot underneath concealers, like red correctors, because my dark circles were so bad. And now I only use that for like special occasions when I want my dark circles to be 100% gone. Like, look at me right now. This is no corrector, just a concealer that I mentioned in a different video. By the way, only $6, 6,000 won. Check that one out for sure. So yeah, this one is amazing. Amazing. The next one I seriously can't pronounce, so I'm gonna butcher its pronunciation. It's called the Ascorbyl Tetraisopalmitate Solution 20% in Vitamin F. So what does that mean? It is a derivative of vitamin C. So vitamin C has a ton of wonderful properties in it. Vitamin C is said to reduce the signs of aging and help brighten the skin. Now this one is an oil-soluble derivative of vitamin C, which some research has suggested will penetrate the skin better. But if you want more traditional forms of vitamin C, The Ordinary has a bunch of different vitamin C products for you to check out. What about the vitamin F that's in here? Well, vitamin F is not a thing. These are actually just essential fatty acids, which are good for the skin. So this one is a very special product for me, and it is very near and dear to my heart. I'm not quite sure where to put this in my routine, so I've been having kind of trouble with that, but I'm pretty sure this has done something amazing for me, which I'll tell you in a second. So this is Azelaic Suspension 10%. So azelaic acid is something that occurs naturally in yeast, I believe, and this thing does so many things. It brightens, it improves skin texture, it helps reduce the look of blemishes, it helps with the look of rosacea and redness. This is a tiny miracle in a bottle for me, and I believe this is the reason why a lot of my redness has faded. To me, this is a winner, and you will have to tear it from my hands if you want me to stop using it. Now, I mentioned before I don't really know where to put this in my skincare routine because the Ordinary website itself says to use it after water solutions. So I don't know if I'm supposed to put it before or after an oil, but then other people online have said that you should use this last in your skincare routine because it's a suspension, and therefore if you try to put other things on top of it, it won't get absorbed properly, the other things. So I really don't know. If you know, let's create a little community in the comments and talk about where to put these items, in what order, what do you prefer, things like that. Please help me and please help other people. I also use another product for redness, but it's kind of different and its function is different. So this one is the Klairs Midnight Blue Calming Cream, and as the name suggests, it's blue. There's another like ingredient that I can't pronounce that's in this, which I'll just write somewhere, but it's meant for like soothing. It's meant for when your skin is irritated, or so for example, if your skin has been exposed to the sun for a long time, if your skin is quite hot, if you've done some sort of treatment to your skin and you need to calm and soothe it. It's good for inflammation, that kind of stuff where redness can occur for those reasons. This would help. I believe this does not help with the lingering redness that I have from whatever reason, but instead it helps with the redness that comes from external factors in my life. I have 2 products left to talk about, so bear with me. I know I use a lot of products, but they've been helping me so much, and I just want you guys to know about them too. This one is from Innisfree. It is called the Artichoke Layering Light Cream. So there's another more heavy version. I went for the light one because this one you're meant to layer, as the name suggests. So I actually put it on 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and try to let it absorb within each step, and it's supposed to offer a lot of hydration. This moisturizer has artichoke extract in it, which I did not know was a thing, and then I found out was a thing, and then I did the research on the thing, and I learned some fun facts, which I will share with you via this laptop, because I can't remember all of this stuff. So, according to some research, it has been found to reduce fine lines and wrinkles around the eyes, improve skin elasticity, and tighten pores. This moisturizer also has hyaluronic acid, fun word to say, which has a few pros and cons. So the pros of hyaluronic acid, which I'll never be able to say correctly, is that it holds a lot of moisture. It can hold like 1,000 times its weight in water, and so it can provide a lot of hydration to the skin. The problem is that there's 2 problems. The first problem is that it has a high molecular weight. What does that mean? It means the size of the molecule might be too big for your skin, so it may not penetrate the skin very well. The second issue comes from your environment. So think of hyaluronic acid as a moisture vampire, okay? If you live in a humid environment, then it's going to take the moisture from, you know, the air and from whatever you've put on your skin. But if you live in a drier environment and there's no moisture around, where is it gonna take the moisture from? Maybe your skin. So I've heard people trying to come up with different solutions for that particular problem, and I've heard some people say that they'll just put it on in the shower, like, or after they've had a shower when the bathroom is nice and humid, or they'll use a humidifier, or they'll only put it on their face when their face has already been nice and wet or soaked from something. So I would not put this on a dry skin in a dry environment. That might lead to some repercussions that you don't want to face later. This is a product really you have to be careful with and do proper research, like not just me, listen to everybody, read a lot about it before you start using it. The last item I want to talk about today is the Nature Republic Shea Butter Ultra Steam Cream. So there's a couple of steam cream. This one is like the heaviest version, and I don't particularly enjoy it. So apparently the shea butter has been steamed to 100 degrees Celsius, and I'm American, so I don't actually know what that means. But in any case, it's supposed to offer longer lasting hydration. This ultra version was a little too thick and heavy for me personally, but some people maybe will enjoy it. It does act as a very good occlusive. It will help lock in all that moisture and other things that you've been putting on your face. You might be thinking, Cindy, where's your eye cream? Cindy, where's this? Where's that? And the answer is, I either have not tested them long enough for me to talk about them with any sort of confidence, or I haven't bought them yet. So if there are any items that you'd like to recommend me, please let me know, especially the more affordable ones, because I am currently unemployed, so I'm trying to save my money there. And I hope you found this video entertaining and informative. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if there's any other products you want me to buy so I can try them out instead of you and see if they're any good or not. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, night, or whatever time it is where you are, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.